Childhood should be a time of innocence, learning, and fun. But for some children, childhood can be tragic, and many of those children end up in foster care, where they encounter even more problems.
The foster care system really needs to be transformed. We have more children in foster care in California than any other state in the country.
74,000 children are currently in the system, and half of those kids were under the age of 5 when they entered foster care. Those staggering numbers are the reason California Assembly Speaker Karen Bass and Assemblymember Jim Beall held a special hearing about foster care in California. Problems were identified, but at the same time, solutions were discussed and success stories were told.
Well, what we're trying to do here today is come up with solutions to make the foster care system work better. There's a lot of best practices that are out there in California. First of all, getting families to stay together. That's number one.
And one program that's keeping families together is called Shields for Families in Los Angeles County. It places substance-abusing parents in residential treatment programs, allowing their children to live with them once their parents have stabilized.
The main thing is they kept us together, which no other program would have did that for us. They would have separated us, and we didn't want that. That's the last thing I wanted. And now we have our children with us. As I go to Shields for Families, they have a daycare there for my kids while I'm in treatment.
Success stories are out there, but more work needs to be done, especially for the children who can't be reunited with their families and have to grow up in the foster care system. Speaker Bass wants to see more programs that help foster children transition into adulthood.
Because frankly, a child that's in foster care, if you kick them to the curb when they're 18, need I say what happens to them? They wind up homeless, they wind up incarcerated, they wind up prematurely pregnant, lots of negative results.
The Speaker wants to protect these children and the programs that help them. That's why she's proposing a ballot measure to make sure foster children get the help they deserve.
It's very easy to take from the foster care system when we hit an economic crisis, because you're never going to hear from that part of our society saying, please don't cut my program. So I'm proposing actually that we have a ballot initiative that identifies a stable source of funding for the foster care system that cannot be raided when times are hard.